Thank you very much. I would now like to call to the microphone and introduce to you Mr. Christian Johansson, Secretary of the Department of Business and Economic Development, the department under which the Art Council operates. The Secretary has been on board with us for about 3 months, but has hit the ground running, and we're happy to have him.
First thing I always do when I get up to mic is usually do this. You know, it's like, let's see if I can make it stable. It will work. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on, we can do better than that. Good morning. Good morning. Great. It's great to be here with all of you today. Folks who all understand the significance of the arts and are supportive of the arts. I want to start by thanking Dr. Terry. Dr. Wright, thank you for being a member of the Maryland State Arts Council, and thank you for everything that you do here with this wonderful museum. For the folks here that haven't taken a tour of this place, I highly recommend that you do. It's an amazing place. I also want to thank Barbara Bershon, and there you are. Thank you very much. Your recitation of Glazer's Anthem to Imagine Maryland, absolutely beautiful.
I want to say that Michael Glazer was very sorry he couldn't be here to read the poem, but he has a signed copy for Governor O'Malley that I'd like to present to you.
Well, great. Put it. Oh, I'm going to make a photocopy for myself.
Thank you.
And on behalf of Governor O'Malley, I want to express my gratitude to Scott Johansson. Scott not only chairs the Maryland State Arts Council, but he also has a day job. And his day job is to head up the IP division for Oberkaler. And, you know, look, I'm not sure how you find the hours of a day, but we appreciate you. Thank you. Your steady leadership at the helm has made a difference. So it's interesting because just about 11 months ago, I was actually at this museum. I was part of a nascent effort called Imagine Maryland, which brought 40 folks from a business community, folks from arts leaders, folks from all around the state here to talk about the possibilities. And it was interesting. We had thought leaders, we had advocates, we had artists, we had administrators, we had folks from the Garrett Lakes Art Festival and the Ward Museum in Salisbury to the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra. We had folks from all over the place, and it was fascinating. You put us all together in a room. You're not quite sure because everybody comes at this kind of an exercise with a different framework, and I think that's part of what's so exciting about it, what makes it dynamic, and what makes, frankly, the output much better. And the discussion was really to look at everything from the challenges in the arts with technology, changing demographics, to the economy. It was a broad range of subjects. And we met in groups. And mine was actually focused on technology. And technology is interesting because technology not only provides a platform for us to communicate in different ways, not only with folks right here in Baltimore, but around the state, around the country, around the world. But technology also has a role in changing art in itself. And so it has a complexity to it. And we batted it back and forth a number of times, but one of the things that we said was that any of these events that we do from now are going to be streaming live. And so this one is. And so if you want to watch it later, you can. And you know, who knows who we have watching from around the state and around the world. But a year later, what's happened? Well, you've had dozens of statewide forums that have been attended by hundreds of Marylanders. We're kind of coming full circle here, and we're back at the Lewis Museum. And we want to present our findings, and frankly, we want to thank all of you for all the work that you've done. And it's interesting because much of what we talked about that first day is actually in that strategic plan. And while I'm no longer an advisory committee member in this effort, I'm pleased, I think, to be in a stronger position today to support the Art Council and pledge to work with you to realize these goals. We want to thank each and every one of you that have put effort into this, because it has been effort. These kinds of things do not happen without folks stepping up, making the time, and actually putting it together. And you know, what is this about? This is about helping us imagine Maryland as a state where the arts can thrive, where artists craft economic prosperity, where children are exposed early and often to the arts, where opportunities to perform, practice, patronize the arts are available to all. And it doesn't matter what the geography, your race, your gender, religion, it's irrelevant. We want that kind of access to this entire state. To imagine a state where every resident values and participates in the arts. That's Imagine Maryland. So your perspective and participation has been critical in this effort, and we thank you for that. The other thing is that this vision is not just hanging out there by itself. It's directly tied into the vision that we have for DBED. And you know, we talked about this the first day when we came together here 11 months ago. And we've talked about it at DBED every day when we talk about the arts, because it's interesting.